Welcome back. Well, another major retail space has opened up for local businesses, while Barbadians now also have an additional mall shopping option. The new Kensington Mall officially opened its doors to the public last week. The new mall is located in Fontebelle St. Michael, in the building which previously housed the Costa Mannings. Ian Donovan is the marketing manager for Massey Properties and the new Kensington Mall. He says the mall can accommodate 28 stores, and 90% of those rental spaces were taken since last November. He says at present about 6 of the stores have officially opened their doors, and the remaining stores are expected to open in the coming weeks.
We have 28 stores inside here. We have a variety of stores. We have a mobile store right here. We also have this store which has a wide selection. You have all your appliances, you have bicycles, you have microwaves. We also have a place that sells beads, and they make jewelry. And it is like surprising how many people love beads and love to make their own jewelry. So they've just been getting droves of people going into them. Then we also have 2 boutiques up front. We have a ladies' boutique and a gents' boutique. And then, of course, Foster and Ince Cruise Travel.
Mr. Donovan adds that the new mall will also feature a restaurant, coffee shop, $3 store, barber salon, hairdressing salon, a convenience store, and more. He says the mall's operations for the moment are concentrated on the ground floor section of the building, but there are future plans to utilize the upstairs section of the mall as well as the areas around the building.
We're going to be doing some pretty exciting things in the future. Next year, we're probably going to start on upstairs. And then the following year, we have plans for the exterior of the building. And that actually is going to be also very exciting. Of course, I can't really go into details right now, but I can tell you that in another couple years, this will be a go-to location. Not just from a mall perspective, but it will be a go-to location. And we are very, very excited about it.
Now, while it's perhaps the most talked about issue, access to financing is not the only challenge facing small businesses in the region. This suggestion from Minister with responsibility for small business development, Donville Innes.
Too often, we as policymakers, as leaders, are approached by entrepreneurs or groups saying that we need more money, they need more money. I say, well, sometimes you really need a better business plan. We have in this region, quite frankly, too many business people and too few entrepreneurs. I leave it for you in your deliberations here today to address that frontally, but there are just too many people who can't tell you why they want to get into business. All they can tell you is give me a black check and I'll do well. It does not work like that.
The minister was speaking during the launch of a grant scheme by the Caribbean Export Development Agency and the European Union. The fund is designed to provide assistance to companies that are exporting or have potential to export their goods and services. Executive Director of Caribbean Exports, Pamela Coke-Hamilton, says close to €6 million in grants have been distributed in recent years, and a survey shows 42% of firms which received the grant reported an increase in export levels, estimated to value around $4.9 million. However, according to Coke-Hamilton, collecting information on the success of the projects continues to be a challenge.
Any beneficiary of the grant scheme is required to provide information as part of the contractual obligations of receiving these funds. This has continued to be a challenge, and it's our expectation that moving forward, participants will respond in a timely and transparent manner to our requests for feedback and information. And I can't underscore that enough. It is important that specifically for our donors, that we get proper information in order to provide a realistic assessment of what this means and why it's not working.
Well, time now to take a look at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across the region. In Jamaica, JMMB Group Limited was the volume leader with 3,017,431 units, and they were followed by Siboney Group Limited and Victoria Mutual Investments Limited. In Trinidad, Grace Kennedy Limited was the volume leader with 165,808 shares changing hands for a value of $555,316.80. They were followed by Sagicor Financial Corporation Limited and First Caribbean International Bank Limited. And in Barbados, Sagicor Financial Corporation Limited was the volume leader, trading 25,000 shares at $2.14 each. And they were followed by Cape Shepherd and Company Limited and Fortress Caribbean Property Fund Value Fund.